Hello and welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Monday to you all. I hope you've had a nice day. It's been a beautiful day here in Wales. Long may that continue. I hope you're all well and you've had an excellent start to your week. Looks like Bitcoin has, although, there's still a fair bit of time left to close today. In fact, how long on Bybit here? On my trusty Bybit, 3 hours 50 minutes, so best part of 4 hours, which will be one of these 4-hour candles, but not those four. Those are daily candles. These are indeed 4-hour candles. And right, let's jump straight into the price section. So yesterday's video and the weekend was, quite frankly, very boring. Well, the video might have not been boring, but the price section was boring. But it looks like today that Bitcoin might be about to make its mind up, or indeed already has. Now, I put this little line, so the trend line is obviously still intact, and all the trend line is doing is representing an uptrend as opposed to a downtrend that had been predominant for the last few weeks. This little line here was just a 50% between the range high and the range mid. And the range bottom being when Bitcoin did this little wick down here to the current low at 56 and change. Now, clearly today, indeed, and just in the last 4 hours really, in this 4-hour candle, Bitcoin's managed to close above this effectively quarter segment in the range. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it go sideways for a bit from here. I also wouldn't be hugely surprised to see it pull back from here. But my surprise is neither here nor there. Price action is about, for me, it's about looking and reacting to what the price does and just doing what it tells you to, basically. And so you can see quite easily that the uptrend that really started with Bitcoin not rejecting the 60,000 mark, having bounced from its current, I guess you'd call that local low. This was the point where I guess the earliest of longers, if they hadn't already entered down here, would certainly be entering here. And the uptrend's continuing. It's very likely to pull back soon, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens this week. But again, as long as Bitcoin potentially now can stay in the top half, that would be good. And I would suggest that pullbacks to 64.5 on 4 hours and daily are all completely legitimate and would maintain even the angle of this uptrend, which is currently about 45 degrees. And if you've ever read anything to do with Gann, you'll know that Gann loved 45 degrees. And I'm not going to go into it in any more detail than that. But W.D. Gann was a massive trader, really the infancy of technical analysis. And he was probably doing it when no one else was in the first quarter of the 20th century. And he did it all on paper, and he looked at angles and actually focused on time rather than price, but like to look at them as equivalents. Anyway, I'm not doing a video on Gann theory because was it theory? Yeah, he had more than one. Because that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is the daily Bitcoin price action analysis, so I'm going to get straight back to it. However, currently uptrend and, pullbacks would be logical anywhere down to the midpoint, so 64.5, call it. Closures back below 63 would start to make this look like probably another lower low within this range. Lower low? Undo that. Lower high compared to those within this range. And that could be significant for the future price action. What I would say is I would reserve judgment until proven otherwise that this current uptrend is going to bust on up to new highs back above 74,000, which is the current all-time high. And like I'd said in a few videos ago, if it starts to consolidate and sort of burn up over, I don't know, say a week or so, slowly grinding its way up to the top, that would suggest to me it more likely that it then breaks above and goes on to new all-time highs, as opposed to a quick move up followed by a quick move down. That to me would be very suggestive of continuation within this range for some more time, maybe even a few more weeks. Dare I say it, maybe even a couple of months. But again, all hearsay. Quick check-in on the momentum. As you can see, the 4 hours sort of freshly turned up on my momentum indicator of choice, the trusty moving average convergence divergence, aka MACD. Yes, we all love a burger. And it's interesting to think that old MacDonald, his or herself, I don't even know if the original MacDonald was a Mr. or a Mrs. or whatever, but they're actually into real estate and not burgers. But again, that's a whole other story. So yeah, 4 hour, pardon me, 4 hour turn back up. Daily further away from the zero line. So good. Weekly's been up the whole time. That turning up is irrelevant until the closure, and obviously we're a long way away from a weekly closure right now. And then there's no point talking about low time frames because it's all here to see on the 4 hour and above. All right, so I think I've got most of what I wanted to say out there. Anywhere from here up to, I would say, about 72,000 would be a really obvious place for a pullback. And as I said, as long as Bitcoin is above an area that sits between 63,000 and 65, probably 250, I think it'll just be continuation of uptrend for a period of time. But I'm suspicious that the next move following this rather bullish looking 4 hour candle may be a bit more up, but I think a pullback is probably on the horizon. Anyway, none of this is financial advice. It's all for fun. And do you know, I hope you've enjoyed the video, because on that note, I'm going to wish you adieu and I hope you enjoy what's left of your Monday. If you'd like to hear some more of this stuff tomorrow, then please join me. Same time-ish, same place, definitely. And if you haven't enjoyed it, then don't come back. All right, take care. See you tomorrow.